FlossTube. This is Karen with KB Studio Creations.
And me, with her.
He's Jason. Most of you probably know that because you watched us before, but...
Oh, yes, and Jason with Karen. There might be new people here. Welcome, new people. I'm Jason. I'm with Karen.
And welcome to anyone who has watched us in the past. We appreciate you coming back. And I guess we'll get started. So I worked more on...
It's not just here either. That's the real... Sorry. You worked more on... I've interrupted you like 20 times.
The Italian Assisi Bell Pull by Deborah Fasano of Historic Handworks, and this is in just CrossStitch February 2022. So I finished this part where I took 3 of the ones and stitched them together just using orts, and then I started this one. This one's the bird, and I'm just going to do it separately. So it's kind of a finish, kind of a start, kind of a whip. I don't know, but what?
And kind of like a ton of irk. I wish you would have just put it with the others. It looks so pretty.
But then I would have had to do all of them, and I decided I didn't want to do all of them.
You wouldn't have to do all of them?
But it would look... No. It's...
There's what?
There's 5.
Yeah.
And if you only do 4, it looks weird.
You didn't do the flowers.
Right.
That's okay. Why do you need... You can do... Why would it look weird with 4 instead of 5?
Because it would just look weird. I don't know.
Okay.
And these are all like... The bird... Like, these make sense. Like, these are all, like, medieval sort of things. And the bird is just, like, a bird. Like...
But it... There's a lot of bird iconography in medieval stuff.
Maybe so. But I didn't want to do it together. I decided not to.
Okay.
So... I also worked on...
And it's her thing. For the record, she can do it however she wants. She's stitching it. She's fully finishing it. It's hers. I understand and recognize that. My irk means nothing in her stitching. Before people come after me in the comments, I don't understand it. But it's hers, and I recognize, accept it, and let her stitch what she wants. Anyway, yes. Sorry.
So I worked more on Celtic Summer.
By Lavender and Lace.
Yes. And it's on the Mystery Linen. And I just worked more on the gold in the bottom of her dress over here.
Okay, let me scoot it up then.
I am worried I'm going to run out of gold because I've used almost 2...
Skates?
Yeah, I guess you call them skeins. I don't know. They're the petite treasure braid, so they're on like little board things. Anyways, I've used almost 2 of them. I have 1 left, and I don't think it's going to get all of this, and this. So I may need to buy another one, but for now, I'm just going to, keep with the 3 that it called for, and if I need more, I'll get more later.
It's looking so good.
So I also pulled out the Autumn Sampler, which I haven't worked on since last December because I got burned out with how much I worked on it last.
Because it's just a ton of red.
Yeah. And this is by T.A. Smith Designs, and it's on 40 Cat Ministry Linen 1/2 with Gloriana Cinnabar is the floss I'm using. And so...
Goes like this, right?
This.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. I am only doing the center section. I'm not doing the letters on the side. But so I make some more progress. And I got the pattern, the fabric, and the bag all from Sarah, Lady Sailor. No, that's her Instagram. What's her FlossTube? Our Stitching Kingdom. Yeah. So thank you, Sarah. I think of you every time I stitch on that. Okay, so another whip that I worked on is a Stitching Shelf Mini by Heaven Earth Design, and that works by Aimee Stewart.
I feel like I need to this is weird that I have to zoom in so you can see what it's
really,
supposed to be.
It's really small, and you can't really see what
but
it's
not
on.
The pattern.
So it's just more, I'm working more on this really light blue color. I'm trying to get to the other side of the bottom, and there's all this white, so I'm working my way across, and I made more progress, and I'm hoping by the end of winter this year to make it all the way to the other side. I'm 2% done with this pattern. It's hard to see, I know, because it's almost the same color as the fabric. But this is on 25 count Zweigart Easy Count Lugana 1/1.
HAEDs are just, I look at it and it scares me.
And this one's a mini. And I know I won't have as much definition by doing a mini, but it's going to take me years and years and years to get this one done. There's just no way I'm going to do a big one.
Like all the stuff I stitch. Takes me years and years and years.
Well, mine take years and years too.
There's so many that I want to get done and need to get done.
Celtic Summer I started in January 1st, 2020. So that's almost, well, that'll be 3 years in January. So I'm hoping to finish it by next January. So like,
but yours are understandably complex. Mine are simple, and I just don't stitch as much as I should.
Some aren't. So you want to do your whip?
Yep. My whip is I worked more on The Shire by Country Magic Stitch. And I don't even know what condition it was in last I showed it.
Not sure. I think I would know, but...
I think I just started on the walkway.
Yeah, I'll be inserting the before and after pictures in.
But
so.
I finished up this walkway here. So now I can go back and just fill in the gray, which makes it nice. And then I didn't have the gray pulled yet, so I started working on this hill where it's going to say visit in it. But I now have both sides of this is as far as it goes over here, this is as far as it goes over here, and this is as far as it goes over here. So I have the whole width of it figured out. So anyway, I was happy to finish that because now the next part that I have to do on that, it should be super simple. Just fill in those gray stones.
And I have a finish. Let's do this. So it's Royal Tannenbaum by Mill Hill. It's a kit. And it's done.
Had to get more beads.
Yeah.
And we got those beads and finished it up, and it's looking so pretty.
So,
do you know how you're going to fully finish it?
I mean, I'd like to frame it, but these frames are expensive, so I don't know if I don't know that I'll get one of these ones, but I would need to find a frame that's the right size or whatever, so that would look good with it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what else that I would do besides framing it, though.
Put it on a pillow.
No.
What? You don't want to put the perforated paper on a pillow?
No.
That was a lot more alliteration than I was expecting.
So recently I dyed some fabric. So this first piece can kind of show you, don't show the back side.
Hey, the back side is up to the person who stitches on it. I could stitch on this side and make something truly psychedelic.
So I was experimenting with something, which you'll see in our next FlossTube because it was for a Christmas present. But this is the leftover piece. And I was, using a sponge brush.
And this is super cool looking, don't you think?
I think it worked pretty well. So
she's super critical. Okay, let us know in the comments below. Do you like this piece of cloth? Do you like the gradient she did on it? Is it good? Is it cool?
And then I just dyed some other fabric as well. So this one I was trying to dye somewhat for my birthday start. It's looking more blue in the camera than it is. It's more purplish. And I wanted something more...
Oh, I guess it is. It does look more like a dark blue, but it is pretty purpley here.
Yeah, so, but I wanted something more blue than purple. So
really?
Yeah.
For your birthday start?
Yeah.
No, blue is my birthday start. Purple is your birthday start.
I don't know. We'll see. I still have time. And then this was just... The rest of these were just experimenting. I don't know how many of them I'll put up to sell and how many of them I'll just keep. This one was a really... stiff linen. It's still somewhat stiff, but not as stiff now that it's been dyed. Also, when I put it in the oven, it scorched it a bit. Oops.
Oh, that's what those black marks are.
That's burn marks.
Oh.
It looks cool, but it's burn marks.
Interesting.
This one I think turned out really well, and so I'm pretty sure I'm going to put this up for sale in my shop.
Interstellar Nebula.
And then this one...
Piece of linen as well.
Yeah, it was another piece of linen that was really stiff. Unfortunately, it got put up against some other colored fabrics, and so then it got some spots
a little
on it.
blurb of a spot of another color.
Yep, but that's okay. I had fun doing some dyeing again. But yeah. Also, with Design and Shop, I have a new release. It is Christmas Tree Row. And this is on 16 count. Picture this plus Whirlpool Ada. And it was model stitched by Christina. So thank you, Christina.
Looks so good.
And this was inspired by Stitchuation Normal's FlossTube number 38 Holiday Home Tour last Christmas. I was watching it while we were at Jason's family house for Christmas. And I don't know, this idea came to me as I was watching her home tour. So I designed it, and I think it turned out really well. And I love the fabric. I think it's so pretty. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but it's very sparkly. Oh, that's the back.
Okay.
Yeah, the back's a little sparkly too, but the fabric is sparkly. So that's in my shop if you want it. And that was really cool. And then also, just CrossStitch February 2023. I have a pattern in it. Oh, I was going to take this out. Sorry for the crinkling.
It's going to be a lot of crinklage.
Why don't we go to that? Well, I guess you can see it there.
So,
I did, well, let me show you. So as you might be able to tell, this looks different than what is in the magazine. So when they got it, they asked if they could change the fully finishing. And I said, sure, yeah, whatever. So they put it on this heart board, and then they put some trim around the edge. But then they returned it to me as I stitched. And I actually like mine better. So this is what it's going to be for us. Also, when I was stitching this, my hand was hurting a bunch and I couldn't stitch that much. So the blue on this, Jason stitched.
I thought I stitched this one.
No, you stitched the middle one.
Stitched the middle one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you were going to stitch both of them, but then you were taking a long time. So then
that's right.
By the time my arm was feeling a bit better, and I was able to stitch the last one. So that's it. That's available.
I have stitching that's been published. Not nearly enough to say anything about.
Also, this fabric was, once again, like I say, how I take fabric from some of Jason's old dress shirts. That's what this fabric was. It was the perfect color. So I'm thinking to hang that in our kitchen. Jason actually, after I fully finished it, took a picture. He put some it was just like a setup.
You'll insert a picture, yeah.
But it was got some mugs and stuff, and that was cute. But I'm thinking just hang it on the wall in the kitchen. It's not protected, but I figure if we put it on a wall that's not as
a wall that's not near the oven or the sink?
Yes. Then that could maybe work.
Not a lot of wall space like that.
Oh, and also, so it's Cozy Worcester Mugs is the name of it. And so I was designing something, I think a pattern that was somewhat like this, not a pattern, but just the pattern of the diamonds. And it made me think of a stitched shirt. And somehow I decided to think, oh, well, what if it was or a knitted shirt or whatever, or a knitted sweater. And then I was thinking knitted sweaters looking, but for mugs. I don't know why my brain went that direction. But basically, they're supposed to be mugs, but looking kind of like knitted sweaters at the same time.
And it works wonderfully. It looks cozy.
Anyways, so haul. I got a new order from Wichelt. So this is the same color in 2 different counts.
Oh, it is the same color. 18 and 16?
No,
they're linens. 32 and 28.
And then I got a lot of beads.
A lot of beads.
Because the thing is this one, I thought it was a red, but it's looking more orangey, or I don't know, something. I think this one I thought was a red and it's more orangey.
Yes, because that's the one that you were going to use for that one pattern that you held up and showed me, and I was like, yeah, I can see that.
Anyways, so I just
got these.
I don't know. I got lots, because until you actually see them, you don't know, which orange do I want? Or which green do I want? Although I actually made a mistake when I was requesting them. I don't know if this is this one's. Yeah. I put the wrong number in, so I got 2 of the same ones. Whereas I wanted it in regular, and then I wanted it in a frosted one. But I requested the wrong number, so I got 2 of the same ones. Oh well.
But that's okay.
Oh, and then I got a little star charm. So those are for patterns I'm designing, and for future patterns for the ones that
don't work out for the pattern that you're designing.
But I'm having fun designing with beads. Sometimes Jason's like, "Do you really need beads?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, okay." So,
yeah,
okay.
I do.
Sort of, yes. That's not what I was asking. Okay. So the point of the question that I had asked Karen, let me put these up so that I'm not shaking all over the place. Okay. So, FlossTube, CrossStitch communities across the world. I have a question about beads. Okay, I'm approaching this from a musician standpoint, actually.
A musician.
Yeah, from a composer standpoint.
Okay.
Because I understand music. I've written music before, so I understand what composition is. When you are composing a cross-stitch pattern, okay, when you're making your cross-stitch pattern, what is the purpose of the beads? Like, if you put beads into your pattern, does it serve a purpose? Is it just meant to be extra sparklies? Like, why do you include, if you are a designer, why do you include beads in your pattern? Does it serve a purpose? Is there a function to enhance the pattern? Or is it just, it's pretty and I want it here? Why do you use it? I want to know. Because that's what I was asking Karen. I wasn't saying like, oh, beads are silly and superfluous. You don't need them.
I didn't say that's what you said.
No, I know. I'm clarifying because I know it came across that way when I said it.
Oh, okay.
But I like genuinely. So, for example, on this one, I see that these beads here, the long ones, they serve the purpose of giving definition to candles. All the beads here serve the function of like acting as the garland. Some of them just go, I don't know, like, I don't understand some of it. I mean, like the white ones on the bottom give a little bit of definition to the snow. Like, this is the thing. I see function in this. I see functions for the beads. And so I just wanted to know what sort of, when you are, I've said my question, you understand me. In the comments below, let me know. This is important. What purpose do beads serve when you design a pattern?
I don't even know if any other designers watch me.
If you have a favorite designer, tag them. I need answers. I don't have a way to get in contact. I don't feel comfortable getting in contact with major designers. I can call people and talk to people all day long, but nope. I'm not going to call up a designer and be like, hi, question. So, anyway, tag your favorite designer.
Maybe I'll put it in my Instagram stories or something.
But that's a question I have, is what is the function of beads in a cross-stitch to you?
All right, you ready to move on?
Yes. I've said my piece more than 20 times. I think they get it.
So... the next thing is these are just one of each, but I got 10 of each of these. These are just wooden blanks.
Fully finishing.
Yep. And they are from the Wooden Hare on Etsy. I've actually already used one of these that you'll see in our next video because I used it, what?
No, you almost hit me with it.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
My depth perception, whatever.
Depth perception is off.
Yes, when looking at the camera and in general. I forgot what I was going to say. I finished one.
You got these from the Wooden Hare. You finished one. You'll see it in the Christmas video.
Because I finished a Christmas present on it. But I'm looking forward to designing ones to go on it as well. I'm going to do this next. So also for Christmas presents, I got 2 of these, but I got frames for finishing a Christmas present. I also from Amazon got a photo box that will be helpful for, but it's too big.
Mat board.
The mat boards are too small.
Aww.
Like the mat boards they sent have it like, it doesn't work.
Ooh. But if they sent mat boards that have the opening too small, I could cut it.
If you want to try, you're welcome to.
But I don't like it in this frame.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you?
Not particularly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so the photo box. I will insert pictures, but this will be really helpful for taking photos of model stitches.
So currently, well, not currently because she has the photo box now. Previously on KEB Studio Creations, Karen would go outside, no matter the weather. Well, the weather mattered a bit, but that's coming up. She would go outside to take pictures of her fully finishes. So then she could get a cloudy day with ambient sunlight to where it wouldn't have harsh shadows because that's what she's looking for.
Usually it's the best, like around 7 to 9 a.m. depending on the time of year.
So early morning. She would get up early morning, go outside, take some pictures. Doesn't matter the temperature. And then she's like, why am I so tired? Why am I so sick? Why am I so... Well, it's because you go outside to take these pictures.
Well, I didn't have any other options.
Now she does.
So this will help a lot. I might still take some outside occasionally, but definitely like right now going into the winter season, it'd be so nice to not have to go out there in like 30-degree weather to take photos and waiting till the lighting is okay. Yes,
You mean like 10 or 20 degree weather?
It hasn't gotten that cold yet.
You have gone out there in that kind of weather, though.
I may have. My hands are really frozen by the end of that. Anyways, so this will be very helpful.
I act as her furnace. This is how I know.
So that'll be really helpful. Also, my local sewing shop, I've
The last bit of haul, I have stalled enough. I'm sorry.
We're both a bit tired. So
I'm
I
not
found
a distraction.
Yeah.
So, sorry. So, Make It Sew, a local sewing shop, doesn't really specialize in cross-stitching. It's mostly sewing, quilting, that sort of thing. They have a thrift section where people can come in and donate things, and Karen went and was able to buy.
Yeah, so I found out recently that they have it, so I stopped by, and there's lots to show you. So
There's fabrics.
So most of this fabric I'll probably just dye. I don't know if people want 11 count fabric, but there's some 11 count, there's 18 count.
11, 18, 14, 11, and 14.
But I figured it's fabric to dye, or I could stitch on it too, but probably dye.
This fabric is to die for.
I got some fabric for fully finishing.
Oh, this is like 4 different kinds of fabric.
Yeah, but they're all that silvery.
Yeah, they're all the silvery color, but they're different patterns.
And I got some ribbon. Once again, good for fully finishing. It's gonna start falling over.
I know, that's why I'm just standing here ready to catch stuff. I'm not
this
holding things up anymore.
It's just like a black tote bag. Which could be. I finished.
You could stitch something on it.
You could stitch on it, but that'd be really hard. But I have stitched something and then put it as a pocket on a tote bag. I have the tutorial for that. So I might do that. Oh, some more fabric.
12 count. No. 14 count.
These are just some wood, like, blanks, which, once again, fully finishing. Maybe. Don't know. Some of these button cover things where you can cover it with whatever. So once again, for fully finishing or whatever. This little bag, and it's got a bunch of buttons. So.
Did the buttons come with the bag?
Well, the button, so yes, the bag came with some buttons in it, and then I found another place with buttons, and from that place I grabbed some more buttons and put them in the bag. So, yeah.
And this thing.
I think this is it looks like it's got like a little blade, so you could like put it on your finger and then like cut your thread with it. I don't know if I'm brave enough to try that, but it's kind of cool. And then this is just another little like pencil case, but I have a pencil case by one of my stitching spots where I have like scissors and extra needles and things like that. And I've developed a second stitching spot, and I've been thinking it might be nice to have something like that there. So that's for my secondary stitching spot. And that's everything I got from there. What else is on my list? Okay, that's all of haul. Yay. You're looking at all the buttons.
And, like, it's got random stuff in there, too. There's these little pink pom-poms. There's the thread cutter. There's...
I haven't looked closely what's in there, but...
a seahorse pin?
I couldn't figure out what exactly those were. But they're cool looking.
I'm trying to figure it out.
It looks like it was maybe cut off a garment or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But is it meant to be bent like that?
Let me see if I can find the other one to show you while he's looking at that one. So it's a
Is it
little
a
pretty.
button?
But I don't know, I could maybe glue it onto a finish or something. I don't know. Like.
But it's got like this thing on the back. And I want to get that thing off because I could see like hot gluing it or something on the corner of a frame.
Yeah, or something. I don't know. So lots of cool stuff. It's got some cool buttons like this like wood elephant one. And then it's just a lot of the ones I grabbed from the other tray are these ones that are 2 buttons that have just 2 holes, which are really good for biscornios. So we'll see. Just always nice to have some buttons on hand.
I think I figured out how to get it off. I'll wait till afterwards though.
So giveaway, I did not figure out a giveaway, so it's just gonna be if you want one of my patterns. So if you want one of my patterns,
check out her Etsy shop. It is at etsy.com/KEB
It'll be
Studio
linked
Creations or
below.
something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe say, I don't know. I would like one of your patterns. If you really want, you can go look at my patterns and say which one you would want.
Just say, all I want for Christmas is your patterns. Only one of your patterns will do. I don't want to. I can't think of anything.
It'll probably just be digital. I have a few patterns in physical that I physically have, but most of them are just digital. And then I sell through my distributor physical patterns now. So
just let us know that you want one of her patterns for Christmas.
Except for you won't get it till January.
But it'd still be for Christmas.
Yes.
You got it for Christmas. Might be a little after. Maybe for Epiphany. Is that the holiday?
I think that one's on the 6th of January.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's what I was talking about.
But we won't be done by then either. Anyways.
True, because we're going to be gone.
I feel like we forgot. Don't know if we mentioned, but I also have haul from Michael's that I inserted a video for because I wanted to get it taken care of, so I recorded the video.
Oh.
Back then.
We will now cut to the video.
So I got some haul from Michael's, and I got 2 of these cases. I've been putting fabric in them. I already have 3 cases, but they are already completely full. So I decided to get a couple more because they were on sale. So they're meant for like scrapbook paper, but they work really well for fabric for me.
For the record, they are 12 by 12 inch. What are they called? Storage cases by Simply Tidy. Ordonnez simplement.
And then I got one of these.
Heavier than I remember.
And these are meant for photos, but I use them for storing floss and beads and others. I already have 2 cases of these as well, but it's basically full. So I got another one because it was on sale once again.
Again, these are, if you're wanting them, they're Photo and Craft Keeper. What a photo d'état. I don't speak French, so I apologize to all the French.
And then I got some DM floss I needed, including the DMC 310 that I needed.
So, hold on.
You don't need to go through all of
No,
those.
this is important. You got 5 skeins of DMC 310, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that should be enough. And then she got a whole bunch of other colors. You thought I was going to go through every single color?
Yes.
No.
And then this was calling to me. I don't need it. I want to try it, but it's the DMC Diamant. It's a metallic thread. So I got 2 silvers and a white.
Oh, those are the same color.
They're not the same
color.
color.
Oh, no, they're not the
different,
same color.
But they're both silvers.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see these 2 are the silvers. Obviously, the middle one's a little lighter.
And then I couldn't find...
I don't know if I'd call this white. This looks more pearl.
Sure.
I feel like you're fed up with me already.
I told you I'm already fed up with the day in general.
Okay.
So I was also getting some more cording. I couldn't find much cording, and I was tired. It'd been a long day of travel, so I got what I could find.
There's this twine in gold and twine in silver, but it's a darker one, as you can see. It's a little, I don't know if darker, yeah, duller.
It's different. It's a different type of, I don't know. Yeah, it's different.
And then just a light twine.
So I don't know if any of those will work, but I will see if they will work for the ornaments I want to fully finish. And yeah.
That's all the haul from Michael. Oh no.
Your finger's stuck?
Yes. That's all the haul from Michael. We'll go on to the next one. We're back to the main one. I don't know what's happening.
We'll see. So then life updates. We had Thanksgiving. That was fun. Most of my family was here. Over that break, we ended up babysitting my nieces and nephews.
A lot more than we anticipated, which is fine. It was a lot, and I haven't really recovered since then.
We had them.
I saw it, and I got tired just thinking about it.
So over, the Wednesday through Saturday, over Thanksgiving, we had kids over at our house for 40 of those hours. Part of that was, babysitting 4 kids overnight, but still 40 hours. So it was tiring. It was fun, but it was definitely tiring.
0 to 40 hours a week with going from 0 kids to 4/8 kids.
Yeah, but when we had 8 kids over here, there were 2 other adults helping out. But it was still...
Ish.
They weren't here. They were just helping with the crafts.
They were here, but at the same time, one of them was needing to use technology to zoom in somebody else.
Fair enough. Anyways.
You know, there was always something else going on.
Jason played Santa for the local elementary school.
Which is fun. I enjoy it.
Should I insert a picture?
Why is she... No.
No picture out. He looked really good, but he doesn't want the picture inserted.
I'm not a fan of the outfit. The outfit's kind of uncomfortable.
I won't insert a picture. But he was Santa, and he made a great Santa.
I love playing Santa. Playing Santa's fun. The kids were great. Had kids coming up being like, Santa, so-and-so did this to me recently. So-and-so did this. I was like, wow, you're a snitch. I can tell. You just tell it on everybody. I got so much tea that day from that girl. Another girl went and grabbed her grandmother's cell phone so then she could come back and take a selfie with me. She's like, I got a selfie with the real Santa. And oh, this is funny. Okay, so the Tuesday afterwards, because it was a Saturday, the Tuesday afterwards I went and I returned the costume because it belongs to the school, which is why it's a little run down. I'd like to get my own. But when I went to return the Santa costume, the secretary was that grandmother. And she told me, she's like, yeah, she went to get the phone and she's like, it's the real Santa. She's like, well, how do you know it's the real Santa? She's like, I felt his tummy. I was like, that's a confidence boost, I guess. I've got a Santa tummy. So it was super adorable. The kids were great. I only had 2 kids cry uncontrollably. But they're kids, you know, that's a rite of passage. So many kids cry when they go to Santa's lap.
Or you can just not make them go to Santa if they're going to cry.
I know! I'm like, I can try to console your child, but I doubt it'll work. My favorite was like all the babies that were put on my lap. Most of them just gave me the like, who are you? Look, and it was great. So, but yeah, I love playing Santa. It was great. Costume's just a little rundown because it's old. It's an old costume. So.
And then work's just been busy for both of us. The last pay period I worked like 8.5 extra hours, which meant less time for KB Studio. / I was just more worn out. Work's been stressful, but I have a week and a half off for Christmas, so that'll be nice.
Which we're super excited because we're gonna go to my parents' house and I'll miss my mom and dad. Can't wait.
We'll have fun with them, and yeah, we'll see you next month. Right?
Merry holidays! Happy Christmas! And happy stitching. And may your season be bright. And if you struggle at this time of the year, we love you. So
I think that's everything.
Let's say the actual ending again. 1, 2, 3. Happy stitching. I'm sorry. Yes.
So I worked more.
Why is it every time I sit down I get super like yawny? I don't get it. Hello, FlossTube. This is Karen with KB Studio Creations. And Jesus with Cameron.
All right. So
I had to do something to make you giggle a little bit.